Hey, Jimmy Beach here with Alien Skin Software. This is the first of a series of videos on SnapArt 3, our natural media plugin for Photoshop and Lightroom. This installment is the quick way to get familiar with the SnapArt interface and workflow. Let's get started. In Photoshop, go to the Filter menu, Alien Skin, and then SnapArt 3. If you've used SnapArt 2, you'll notice that we've moved SnapArt 3 into the Alien Skin menu. If you're using Lightroom, watch the SnapArt 3 Lightroom tutorial for help launching SnapArt. Let's go over some basics of the new interface. Begin by choosing a setting on the left-hand side. In the factory presets, each filter effect is grouped into its own folder, or you can choose from your own custom settings below. In the center is where you preview the effect. On the bottom of the preview area are tools for zooming and panning inside of this panel. Over on the right, you can make customizations to the effect. The tabs on the top right are for adjusting parameters of each setting. Let's apply one. The settings panel is on the left. The favorites folder is the best place to start. It contains a sample from each of the effects. Let's pick one out. To scroll through the settings quickly, use the arrow keys. SnapArt will rapidly give you a preview of your effect, so you can click through them pretty fast. I like the look of Pastel Vivid. Let's go with that. Now I'm happy with the look, but I don't like the paper showing through for this shot. On the right in the settings panel, I will turn up the coverage slider until it disappears. I like the abstract effect in her hair and on her shirt, but I think it's too much on her face. Let's go over to the Layers tab and tell SnapArt to handle her face differently than the rest of the shot. We need to use the Mask tool. It's this button right here. With this tool, we'll mark off skin areas. Use the slider here or the bracket keys to resize the tool, just like in Photoshop. We're not painting brush strokes. We just designate an area for SnapArt to paint for us. Technology, it's the wave of the future. Most of the time, you don't need to be super careful when you make a mask. Usually you can make it really quick. The sliders here will control the look of the effect on the layer. See this magenta pen up on the top left? Hover your cursor over it to see your mask. If it's filled, you made a mask. If it's empty, I'll press clear to show you. You don't. I want a mask, so I'll undo the clear with Command or Control Z. Once you've made a mask, if you decide you want to try a different factory setting, your mask will be preserved. I'll show you. I'll choose Oil Paint Thick Brush from the list. Now, I'll press M to show you that my mask is still there. And then I'll turn it back off by pressing M again. And presets you save in the User Settings list handle masks differently than the factory settings do. User settings contain mask information and will override your current mask when they're loaded. So be mindful. I'll press Command or Control Z again to go back to my other setting. There are presets on most tabs to customize your effect. While on the tab, you can see controls and group boxes for each effect. For example, under Vignette, you can quickly select one of the preset choices, like this. Now you can customize it further by opening up the disclosure arrow on the right. If you're unclear of what a slider does, just hold your cursor over the title, and the hover help will give you a brief description. If you need additional help, choose Help under the question mark, or press F1 or Command question mark. This will take you to our online help. At any time, you can press OK to apply. And that was it for getting started. I'd like to thank you for tuning in today. This is Jimmy Beach. I'll see you next time.